Well, the hippie turned out to have been the grandson of a U.S. senator. So his aide called me on the phone, and well, after the interview, the client said, "Well, his grandfather would be contacting me about the details of the arrangement." So the grandfather's aide called and just said, "Who the hell are you that you think you can represent this man's grandson?" And I casually told him I was the only goddamn attorney in town that would take somebody without cutting his hair. Now, going backward, during our interview, one of the first things he asked me was, "Are you going to make me cut my hair?" And I told him, "I'm not the one going to jail. I don't care whether you cut your hair or not." And he said to me, "Far out, man." And we proceeded with discussing his case. Well, I get a call from Western Union, and there was a check or money order, whatever they had back then, they were waiting for me. And I mailed it back. And I get a call from the senator's aide saying, "Just because you found out who your client's related to doesn't mean you can hold us up." And I said, "I'm not holding you up. I'm not taking the case." Because being young and being out of law school, I was offended and my pride was taken aback. And I felt highly insulted that they would ask who I was to take on this case. So I informed the aide that I wasn't going to take the case, and therefore I was sending his money back to him. Well, a little while later, the client came in tears, and essentially begged me to take the case. In which I did, and I said, "As long as I don't have to deal with your grandfather, you can work things out. He can give you money or whatever he wants to do, and you bring it here. But I'm not going to deal with him." So that's what happened on that case. Well, we get to a suppression hearing. And the evidence was that they listened to the client's band at this nightclub and followed them to the apartment house, saw the light go on the fourth floor, and figured they were up to something probably illegal, like dope smoking, which was the cultural norm back then. So the testimony was they walked down the alley looking up at the light 4 floors above. When they felt or smelled marijuana smoke wafting from the 4th floor. Therefore, because of the smell, they felt they had probable cause to go investigate. And when they kicked in the door, they said that there was marijuana in the oven that was apparently burning and causing smoke to go out the window and down 4 floors into the alley. So on cross-examination, I asked the cops what way smoke generally went, and they said up, and we went through a bunch of questions, none of which made sense. So at the end, I look at the judge and I said, "You know, Judge, I'm new at this. I'm rather inexperienced. But I do have a science background, and smoke always rises and doesn't go down 10 floors in a 15-foot wide alley." Now I said, "I don't know about you, Judge, but frankly, I'm insulted that the police would believe that we would believe such a story." Whereupon the judge agreed with me and dismissed the case. That made me a superhero as far as the senator was concerned, because he'd actually offered to come out and help me on the case, which I thought would be the kiss of death. And as a result, the senator referred a lot of his colleagues, nephews, nieces, etc., So over the course, I had clientele consisting of 6 heiresses of major corporations, multinationals. I had many politicians, nephews, grandchildren, etc. A couple admirals' kids, a couple Navy captains' kids, some generals' kids, and a clientele like that. Meanwhile, the Vietnam War was going on and I was active there. So I spent one